To share with you right now, if you work in real estate, listen up, how to create your own market stats, whether you want to pull market stats on a specific neighborhood that you're farming or a county or an entire zip code or whatever you want. I'm going to show you right now how to create your own visualizations, taking MLS data, downloading it, uploading it into AI, and then using another AI app to create visualizations. What can you do with these visualizations? You can create your own videos like you can see here in the background of me where I'm talking, and I made this in less than 30 minutes. Or you can create your own infographics to share on social media, or really you can do anything you want. But the point is the world's your oyster. I want to show you how to take MLS data, turn it into visuals right now, and use it however you want to educate the consumer to make you look like the professional. So step one right here is you need to log into your local MLS. Okay, so here I am logged into my local MLS. Up top, I can click on search and click on residential. Within this search option, I can search for anything I want, right? I can go as vague or as close as I want. I can type in my subdivision that I want to target. Maybe I've got a listing presentation coming up in a specific subdivision. I want to download all of the sales in that area and put together some sort of listing presentation. You could do that with visuals and with some sort of presentation. You can go and search by counties. Maybe I want to pull for today, Denver metro counties and download all of that data and compare it to maybe a year ago. If I want to be more granular, I could go up into this mapping option and I could actually map out the area that I want, right? And be as specific as I want. Maybe I have a farm area that I'm farming and I want to map it out and pull all that data. Do that, right? Next step for you is you want to decide, do you want to pull active, pending, and closed, or just maybe closed? Okay. It depends on how you're going to compare the data. For the purpose of today, we're just going to look at closed transactions. We could go back a year and look at that data. Other things we could do is we could go back from 1 month, say, look at March 2025 and compare it to March 2024 and have AI compile those results so you can give updates and pulses on the market. So once you've decided on what you want to do, you then go down to this results tab down here and you click on results. Once you click on this, it's going to give you all of your results. Important note, if you're pulling a lot of data over 5,000 records, you will be restricted. So if you're going to pull a massive amount of data, you actually have to break it up into one section and then another section and go off of that and then compile the data. Okay. In order to do this, we're going to go ahead and select all of it. We're going to click here, check this box, check all. It's not going to let me pull it all right now because I don't want to download all of this, but we hit this all button. Other important note on what you need to do. You see here, I've got 50 columns built out into this MLS. You need to build out your columns so that you can accurately pull all the important data that you want. How do you do this? You can click up on any of these columns right here. You can click within this column and you can click on insert column. You then type in the name of that column and add them one by one. If you want my complete list of the columns that I have built out right now, I will leave a link down below to my blog and you can get the exact cheat sheet on the columns that I have. Okay. But important ones, right, are going to be that list price. Don't forget about the basics such as the city, the postal code, right? The address, of course. It's fun to look at concessions if you want to compare concessions over time. And look at some sort of median on that. You can look at HOA data. You can look at that close price, right? We want to look at list versus close. We want to look at median sales, average sales. So we want to have all this important data, right? So add all that in here and download it. Okay. So that's step one. Next step is to go into your favorite AI, whether it for me is Claude or ChatGPT. I'm going to go over here into ChatGPT and look at this right here. And what you can do within ChatGPT is you now drag and drop and upload these files. Important note, for ChatGPT or Claude, you got to pay for the premium option to upload files. It's $20 a month as of this recording. Just do it. It's a no-brainer. It's worth every penny, right? Next step is to then type in your prompt. So what are you going to say within this prompt? If you want to download my exact prompt on what I'm using to compare this data, I will provide it again in the link down below. You can click on it and go to my blog and download it. But this is everything on the market overview that I want compared, okay? So I take my prompt, I fill in the data comparing what I want and what I need. It will then give me my results, right? It might clarify what I need to do. We just clarify all of that. Like you can see here, it just wants to be specific, which is perfect because you want it to have accurate results. And then it's going to start to give you this results. You can see here, it's using these columns that are very, very important. Okay. Next up, after we go through this, you can see eventually it starts to give me these results. It gives me them in charts, in graphs, right? in tables, excuse me, as you can see here, what you're going to do, because we can't copy and paste these tables, all this data is great. We're going to ask the AI to then take all this information, take all these takeaways, but then put it back out there in a copy and paste format so that I can then bring it into another AI app called Gamma.app. So you can see here, I said, hey, provide this data and reformat it with headings and bullets so that I can copy and paste it into Gamma.app. So that's what it did here. I then took all of this data, right? All these comparisons, I highlighted it and I copied it. Buyer takeaways, seller takeaways, I copied it. I then went over into another program called Gamma.app. It's completely free to sign up. It's insanely cool. Highly recommend doing it. I then just clicked create new. You can either upload documents, you can have it generate documents, or just paste in text. I would suggest paste in text. You can then have it create it into a slide deck, a web page, a PDF document, or a social download, right? Maybe you want infographics, or maybe you want to create a video like I did over here, right? Where I'm talking about the data and it scrolls behind me. I chose the social option. And then instead of doing that carousel portrait post, which you could do, I chose the stories option, which is just going to be your vertical choice. I then click continue. It's going to start to configure this prompt. Now it's going to ask a few more questions. I like to have the text content generated based off of my outline. Amount of text per card. I've messed around with this. I like medium or detailed. We could try detailed today. Right, for who is this for, right? This is for this is going to be for really home buyers, right? Home buyers, sellers, and investors in the Denver metro area, because these are Denver metro results that I'm comparing today. How many cards do you want? I believe the free version you can have up to 8, and truthfully, for some sort of video as of what we're going to do today, you could just do 8 cards. So you click that English, click continue. It's then going to ask you for the style, the theme of the video. Choose whatever one you want. We'll just keep this simple, keep it basic, and then click generate. And now it's going to go to work, and it's going to start making these 8 social cards based off of the content, right? So this is one way that you can do this, where it's going to create your content for you. You can have it create slide decks, information, etc., anything you want that you can then share. Okay, I'm going to take this one step further. You can see here, this is how Gamma works. It's generating it. It's going to add images with AI. It's going to take all these key insights and make it more interesting. As you can see right here, it's using real live data and results instantly to give you this information. How cool is this? It's absolutely insane. I love it. You got to try this out. So last step, let's say you do want to create a video. I have a nice prompt, and again, it's in this blog post. I will post it down below if you want the exact walkthrough on how I'm doing all this. You can download this ChatGPT prompt that you will highlight and copy and paste into your AI, such as ChatGPT, and you're going to take it and you're going to paste it in here and then basically say, hey, now I want to create a talking head video like I did here, that's 75 seconds or less, talking about all this information, right? It will then go ahead, spit out an actual script that is going to sound like you, that doesn't sound like you're reading it from a teleprompter, as you can see here. And then you're going to take that, highlight it from AI, right? And then copy and paste it into your teleprompter. Best way to do this is just use ChatGPT on your phone. You can highlight it on your phone and copy it and then paste it into your teleprompter. The app that I like to use is CapCut. You can download CapCut to your phone, use the premium version of CapCut, paste that teleprompter script in there, just read the teleprompter, boom, literally word for word. And then now you have, boom, your video of you talking about interesting data on the real estate market. That's step 1. Step 2, how do we get the graphics to match up to what we're saying? Okay, what we do is we take this script that we just created, that we highlighted and copied, and now again we can bring it into Gamma and paste it into Gamma and literally paste the script in, and it will automatically create visualizations based off of what you talk about. So you can see here I did that in another example and it gave me this. Okay. Once we have this, again, do this on your phone. We can then screen record on our phone. Okay. So for example, on the iPhone, there's a screen record option. You can actually just swipe down and it's right here in screen record. There's also apps out there, free apps that can screen record for you if you're on a Droid or don't have a screen record option available, and you record it. Final step, we take that screen recording video, which will look something like this. Let me show you here, that you can have on your phone. And you're going to then either edit it on your phone, or personally, I like to edit it on my computer. Okay. And I will then take those two files, the video recording of me and the screen recording. I will then airdrop them from my iPhone to my Mac. If you don't have this option, you will upload them to a cloud drive such as Google Drive or Dropbox. These are free apps, and then download them to your computer. And then using CapCut, we basically just overlay them, green screen ourselves out, right? Add some captions, and then you're done. So I know I walked through this really fast. If you want to learn more about how to exactly do this, come to my next class. I'd love to share with you exactly how we do this in real time, and I make videos in front of you, and then you create videos as well in this workshop. Follow along on my Eventbrite, Jared Larkin through Eventbrite, or sign up through my real estate emails that I send once per week on milehighTitleGuy.com, where I share real estate tools, resources, marketing ideas. And I hope this is helpful for you. Reach out to me if any questions. And lastly, Chicago Title, if you found this valuable, if it helps you, if you have any real estate transactions as a title and escrow company, we would love to work with you and partner with you in the real estate space and truly help you grow your business and, of course, close your transactions. I'm Jared Larkin. Until next time, we'll see you in the next video. Take care.